even louder tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, lift the roof. Come on, we're there. Welcome to the stage, back Harvey! How we doing? Alright? Yeah, cool. So this is a room for some new material, so I'm going to try some new stuff. So, be gentle, indulge me a little bit. I mean, worst case scenario really is you get a little bit bored. You wish I got off the stage a little bit earlier. It's fine. We can all live through that, it's fine. Let's get into a good start, it's fine. Actually, no, sorry. Shouldn't have said worst case scenario. I hate that. Oh, I hate it. It's a shit phrase. Because it never is it? People come up, they're like, oh, worst case scenario, we're about 20 minutes late. Worst case scenario? It's not worst case scenario. I can think of plenty of things that are way worse than that. Ninja attack. That's just one. That's just one, and that's not even a good one. Worst case scenario. Like, I could have got up to start my set, and, worst case scenario, let's see. Fire and brimstone fall from the sky. The very earth opens up and starts swallowing the audience. Society as we know it falls apart. We go into like a caveman-like existence. And that sounds to me like a worst case scenario. A little bit bored. Yeah, it's a lot better now. It's stupid. And another phrase I really don't like. People who are like, oh, I'm ready for anything. Ready for anything. Are you ready for that? Are you ready for my worst case scenario? Fire and brimstone, defying the very laws of physics and nature, falling from the very sky. The earth swallowing people up. Do you have like a bunker somewhere where you're just prepared, just shitloads of cans of beans and like a means of creating fire and oxygen? You've got someone from the opposite sex who's in a cryogenic chamber just waiting for you to wake them up and repopulate the human race again. Are you that prepared? How ready are you? The fucking scouts don't even prepare for that shit. That's ridiculous. That's their motto. Yeah, fuck. Ready for anything. So just cut back on the hyperbole, please. It's not good. So I work with a lot of kids, and I see a lot of kids have family kids. Cool. Creepy. And kids have, like lots of kids have nice good access to technology because their parents love them and they want them to be able to call them in emergencies. But I didn't have my first phone until I was 17. Like, phones weren't really a thing. It's not because my parents didn't love me. I didn't make that comparison for a reason. I grew up in a time where mobile phones were not that common. I'm 28, so when they came in, it was fairly new. And I think if you ask any parent nowadays, they'll tell you that kids have gotten a lot more disrespectful. And I think these two things are directly correlated, because most kids nowadays don't have to go through probably one of the greatest and worst, terrible English, fuck it, make my own language. One of the rites of passages of being a teenager that I felt, which was calling a landline to speak to the person that you had a crush on and getting their parents. Nothing teaches you respect for adults than calling the girl that you like and getting their dad, and your mouth just goes dry. You're just like, and he's on the other end, it's like, hello, is anybody there? Hello? I think they fucking hung up. Is he gonna do it again? Oh, it's the worst. You learn to be nice to parents fast, because that's the access key. You're like, can I please speak to your daughter? They're like, okay. You hit a click of the other phone lifting. They don't have to do that anymore. Parents are superfluous now. Kids have direct access to each other. They don't need to respect parents. They're like, fuck you, I'll get your daughter's number. I go to your school. I'm going to call your daughter at 6 o'clock at night or 9 o'clock at night, whatever her fucking bedtime is, depends on how old she is. Apparently she's 5. Let's say midnight. Midnight's a nice time. It's an angry parent time. I don't know what I'm saying. It's fine, it's going well. I'm sure there was more to that. It's fun. No. Basically, parents have become the superfluous limb of the Lothario's lover, and they're going to use their phone-shaped rubber band just right around that superfluous limb until it turns black and drops off. And that's how kids view parents now. Because they're wonderful. Ladies. I was listening to a podcast the other day, and it was about, I don't know if any of you know this song, it's called Gloomy Sunday. Has anyone heard of this song now? I'm going to explain it. We've got like one person called. So this song is written by this Hungarian composer, and basically he got this reputation for killing people. It like drove people crazy, and they would jump out of windows and kill themselves. And they were saying in the podcast that the composer of this song, who really only ever wrote that one song, he had jumped out of the window and killed himself. And, oh, it's lovely, isn't it? And, welcome to comedy. But this got me thinking about that concept of your life flashing before your eyes when you die, or when you have a near-death experience. And I'm like, do people who commit suicide have this same thing? Because that fucking shit. They've had a shit life clearly up to this point. Now they have to do it all again. Just rubbing salt in the proverbial self-wound. It's just they're like, come on, again? Okay, I think that's a nice point to end it on. Enjoy the rest of the evening. Thank you very much. But how